Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I drew 15-minute portraits with a pen and nothing else. So if you tell yourself that it's going to take 15 minutes, then you know you have quite a bit of time to put in details and everything. So you want to start out with simply making observations, like how far is the nose from the mouth, the eyes from each other, the eyes and the eyebrows, the hairline, and the ear, things like that. So in this case, I'm kind of observing that with the eyes, and I'm just drawing dots and estimating where they would be. That way I don't make any errors. That way if I do make any errors, they're just dots all over the face. But as you gain more confidence, and I don't mean throughout the year, throughout the months, I mean like as you gain confidence throughout this drawing, then you can make more solid lines. So at this point, I basically have a dot for all the features of the face. So I just start by going in with the detail in the eyes because I think the eyes are the most interesting part of the face for me personally. And so that's what I'm filling in first. That way I don't feel like it's just empty space. So I'm going to try as best as I can to accurately portray the eyes here. And at this point, I don't really do any shadows. I just do the details. For the nose, this can be kind of difficult for some people, so if you want to just start out by doing a couple of dots and lines, the nose is mainly shading, and the shading really makes the nose, in my opinion. So if you want to just do a couple of dots and leave it for later, that's totally fine. And now for the mouth, so you're gonna see where the corner of the lips are, and you're gonna drag your eyes upwards, like at a 90-degree angle, and see where is the edge of the lip meeting with the eyes. In this case, it's the center of the pupil to the left is exactly center with the left corner of the lip. And the right corner of the lip is pretty much center with the right eyeball, or the right pupil. And in this case, I'm really only drawing the mouth, like the lips, because I think I want to frame the teeth. And the teeth are such an important aspect of the face because everybody's teeth are different. And I'm not saying other features aren't, but the teeth are the thing that really make you look like you. It's the part of your body that identifies you when you're dead. And maybe your whole corpse is lit on fire and the only thing left for them to identify as you is your teeth. And so anyway, the teeth are really important for this. So spend an extra amount of time on this than any other part of the face. And I would say that the most common mistake with teeth is that people draw every individual tooth, and it's better if you look at the whole set of teeth as one object, and you don't separate them at first. This woman has a really noticeable gap between her two teeth, and for that I just drew a couple of dots. I didn't draw a whole line down the middle. And if I want to do that, I'll just save it for later because it's just, at this stage, you just don't want to add a detail like that, and it's irreversible, and it's something that really will mess up your whole drawing if it's not done correctly. So just save things like that for last. So now the whole face is basically done, and all you have to do left is to frame it. So you measure the chin, the jawline, the ears, and the hairline, and you connect everything. So for this, I would just take a second to observe what those angles are. Like for this photo, the angle from her chin to her right jaw is about 45 degrees, and you're gonna try and match that and try to make it as sharp as her jaw is. I also made the observation in this photo that on the left side, her jaw is a little bit lower than where the corner of her mouth is, and for the right side, it's about where the corner of her mouth is. A tiny bit below that, but about where that is. For the hair, to do this really correctly, I have to move my book around, and I can't do that while recording, so I didn't spend too much time on the hair for this tutorial. So I'm just going to speed that up. For the ear, I observed that the bottom lobe is pretty much where the nose is, the center of the nose. And the top of the ear is around where her eyebrow is. So with those measurements, you can draw that exactly as you see it. And then an estimation would be just how far away the ear is from the eye. That's an estimate. That's something, that's just the harder observation to make. So hatching, I think, is the most efficient way to shade for a drawing like this. But but you can do pointillism, you can do whatever style you want. So we're coming towards the end of the drawing, and at this point I decided to use a black pen, the same exact pen but in black, because I felt like there were a couple of mistakes that made her look not as she does in real life or in this photo, and I felt like I could correct some of that with the black pen. And in the end, I don't really feel like it looks like her, but I think it's pretty accurate to the photo. It's not a terrible drawing by my standards, and it's good enough to share. And I feel like maybe somebody will be able to learn from it. The next video will be Timothée Chalamet, so follow me if you want to see that one too.